Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I am working on a layout that has two sides to it. Both are 6 by 12, but this is a pocket page. This one will be a full page spread because I want to use this brochure. And the photos feature Belvedere Castle in Central Park in Manhattan. And I have been through Central Park several times, but I never went to Belvedere Castle. The time that I was there previously, it was under construction. They were doing some refurbishing work on it, so it wasn't an option to go there. So this time I figured, since my two friends had never been to New York and I had never been to this specifically, that we would go. So we did that, and I was able to grab a brochure. So I know that's the whole right-hand side page. Don't need to worry about that right now. For the left-hand page, I have a lot of photos, and I wanted to use this one of us as well, but it was horizontal, so I decided just to cut it right in the middle, and it worked out perfectly. It didn't go through the middle of anybody's face, which is great. So I was able to use that here, and it leaves me a lot of dead space to do extra things with it, which is awesome. Then I have the rest of these, and I have one pocket only that I need to fill down here, and I know I have multiple pocket cards that are specific to New York, and I know several of them say Central Park in some way, so I don't think I'll have a problem using that. And if I have extras that I like, I may try to figure out a way to use it over here as well. So I have pulled out my cards that are all specific to New York, so I will go through those and find a card I can use. And here's the other thing. I want to be sure to use these as well. These are sequins. They have castles in them, and then they're very silvery gray, which matches the stonework here. So I want to get those in somehow. I'm guessing it's probably going to be over here. I may actually just put some at the bottom and then seal it with my fuse and then make this the top, so it kind of has a makeshift pocket is what I'm thinking. But I don't know for sure. We'll see. I'm just going to start with this and see how it goes. So this is the one I have pulled for Central Park because I like it the best. And there's actually a little bit of this same kind of turquoise aqua color right here in that window. So I definitely want to use this card, but I've decided to switch up the photos at the bottom there simply because I think that it will work better because I've got this blue here. That's a lot closer than here. I like that they're spread out. They're a little bit diagonal in the design. So I think I'm going to switch to make the pockets like that. Then I've also pulled out these New York specific stickers, and I want to try to work some of them in here just to bring in a little bit more color and shine before I do the sequins. And I like this one that says New York City right there. And then where was the other one? Right here. I like the City of Dreams that I have there, and also New York Minute. So I'm going to see which I think, oh, and this one, I missed that one. It just says New York. Something that might work across here. If it's so big that I have to cut it just like the photo, that's okay. I would be willing to do that as long as it looked good. So I have decided to use this one, and it's definitely going to overlap. Even if I did it all the way to the left, it wouldn't fit on just one side. So I'm actually going to do it a little bit like that. Not totally centered, but I think I'm going to cut it right after the O there and stick it on like so. All right, so there, I have it done. That's the top pocket, and I doubt I'll do anything else with that. If I did, it would be over here, and I can pull out that photo again, so that's fine. Now I have these 4 things, and again, I have some dead space up here. I might be able to fit something small. What that would be yet, I'm not sure. I feel like I need to bring in more of this color somewhere, but I might have to do that on the other side. And speaking of the other side, I think what I probably need to do is put in those sequins and get that part done so that I know how this right side is going to look, because that may determine what else I do over here. So I am getting together my sequin mix, and obviously I'm using this one. It's called Royal Highness. It's from Spiegelmom Scraps. And then I have mixed in some other things, as you can see here, because I want to get in all the colors. So I put in a few of these as well, and just a couple of these, not much because I already have some green going in. I decided to use these leaf. They're not sequins really, they're They're see-through plastic. I guess you could call them sequins, but they're just green leaves. They're from Cat Scrappiness. I love them. So I have those in there. And then I think I put in one other thing, didn't I? Oh yeah, I put in these. If I can get one out of here. They're these silver discs. There we go. That have a little bit of an iridescent shine to them as well. And so I thought that would just make it very sparkly, very shiny to bring in some bling. So I will fill the pocket down here as far as I want and then seal it. I do have my fuse tool heating up. Here it is. So it probably needs about another 5 minutes or so. Generally, I let it heat 15 to 20 minutes. So it probably needs a few more minutes before this is ready to get a solid seal. So I will be back once that's ready. All right, so I just fused this pocket. So here are all the sequins that ended up in there. And then what I did was I fused it at 2.5 inches from the bottom. I made little pen marks on the side when I measured, and those wipe off very easily. So I'll take those off after this. And then I just put in the sequins and sealed the pouch. At first I was very irritated that these stars stuck in here that's very staticky, and I do have a static cloth for when I've done embossing on cards. I could have tried to get it in there and get those to fall down, but now I kind of like it. So I think I may just use it. So the brochure now will still fit in here. I have to find paper or something to slide in here because on the other side of this, I will actually have a layout with photos. So I have to make that work somehow, but I think I'm just going to leave them floating in there and see how I feel about it. If I eventually hate them, I'll get the static remover and take them out, but if they don't bother me, I'm going to leave them. I think I have picked out a paper to go behind this. I think I'm going to use this one. Obviously, I have to cut off some of it, but I like the colors because they match really well with that. They match well with the sequins that I chose. So I think I'm going to use this one. And interestingly, this is the other side, which I really don't like for this. It's way too formal and the color's not quite right. But this is what's on the other side. So I'm going to use it. And I just want to test how the brochure will look. You know what? I think I want it this way then. So I get a little more of the darker color. Yep, I think that way. So I will trim that down next. All right, so there's the right-hand side with the brochure in it, and I'm not going to glue it down or anything. I want it to be removable, so if somebody wants to read about the Belvedere, they can take it out and read this in full. But it's perfect. I love it. I cut this just slightly longer than it needed to be so that there would be a little bit of a border. I didn't want it to go directly to the top. So I'm super pleased with that, and I love how the sequins look at the bottom and how all these colors are coming together. Now I just have to finish up this left-hand side here. So I need to figure out, am I going to do any other embellishing on these photos? And I do have tons of stuff that's just general travel related, and then I have plenty of stuff that's New York specific. So I'm going to go into all that and see what I can do. I pulled out some chipboard stickers that I have from Mambi, me and my big ideas, and I think I might want to use this one that says "What a View" because it's got this blue color, it's got the green that matches, and it's sparkly to go with the sequins. So I think I would put it on this photo here. I'm just gonna move that out of the way. Right at the bottom like so, if I were going to do it. Let's see. That's what it would look like. I do like that. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I get it somewhat straight. Oh, it's a little crooked to the top. If it'll let me lift it up. Yikes, a little bit. And just maneuver it down a little bit more. There we go. So that will sit like that. All right, I do like it. Okay, so I've got that. What else do I want to add and where would it go? Lots of sequins here, so maybe if I did something, it would just be stamping over here. So maybe something here in this dead space. Let's see. So I've pulled out these stickers, and I think I'm actually just going to use this one, that same kind of aqua color arrow, and do it probably right here, and then it just leads the eye to the right side of the page. I put on the arrow, but then I also decided to add a star from that same sticker sheet. in the same color, I decided to add that as well. And then here, I think I'm going to take my glitter pen and actually just add a little bit of sparkle by the bridge so that it really brings in the shine here, the sequins, and here. Okay, hopefully, there we go. The camera will show the sparkly. So I just did a thin edge around the bridge there so that when you're turning the pages, you will see that. So I'll let that dry just for a minute. I'll put it in the pocket and then I'll look at everything together. Okay, everything is in the pockets and look at this together. I think that right now this is my favorite layout for New York so far for this album. I love all the shiny, the sequins, the bling, love it all. So let's do some close-ups. So here's the top pocket on the left with the split sticker. There's the middle row, not too much happening there other than that sticker. And then the bottom row, which I love this card and I love that I added some bling. And then close-up of the right side is the brochure from the Belvedere Castle, some random stars that stayed in there, and then the lovely pocket that I made myself with fun sequins, including a castle. So here is another fantastic layout done for New York. Thanks for watching.